Hello, and welcome to another Minecraft video. I'm in a bit of a salty mood today. Two of my favorite games have recently released amazing cool updates, but each one has one aspect that just kind of ruins the whole, or that just kind of ruins it for me. Not like completely ruins, but just makes it bad. I'm not going to. You may be wondering why my inventory looks a lot neater than normal, and why my hotbar contains these items that I shouldn't have. Well, that's because Minecraft's one of those games. Yeah, 1.13 is coming, and last I checked, customized worlds are being left behind. Now, there's no way I'm staying in 1.12 just for this world when there are aquatic update features to be explored. So that means it's moving day. I've got this stack of chests and this nice flat area right here, and and I definitely don't need a full stack, but I gave myself a full stack because that's the easy way of doing it. So I'll just set up 6 right there. And now I'm going to use these shulker boxes to crate up everything in the base, at least everything of any particular value. Um, oh, I didn't have my pickaxe on my hotbar. My fortune pickaxe, because that's gonna be useful to me today. My computer's been pretty laggy today, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, that's too much stuff. Okay, time to set down the building material crate. I should have set down the food box. Whoops. And that's all food, yeah? These shulker boxes are just to easily transport my stuff back and forth, so I don't need to make a zillion trips just to make sure everything's all packed up. Because I mean, there's a ton of stuff here. Got all my dirt and all this stuff. I might actually need another building materials box. Because look at all this dirt. Anyway, this stuff is going to... Yeah, this will also be opportunity when I get to the next world to sort out what I've got. And I'm out of space already. One moment. Let me just grab, what color is that? Light gray? Let me just grab another, another building material box to put more crap in. Maybe this will motivate me to get organized in the world that we'll be moving to. And I don't know what that world will look like yet. 1.13, the pre-releases are still super ridiculously buggy. And I mean, theoretically that's going to be fixed before it actually updates. One would hope, because I tried pre-release 1 and it's just barely loaded. It's pretty bad. The lapis is not food. So, unfortunately, one thing I could not test was how well actually moving these chests is going to work. I'm going to need my other building material chest too, because there's building materials over here. So what I'm going to do is just... yeah, I don't know if the program I'm using can actually handle... Why? That was loud! And that was a minecart! And there's no reason for anything to make that noise around here. Was that like airplanes going overhead? What is that? What am I doing? Frick. I need to go up above. I need these hoppers is what I need. So, what I'm gonna do, just to make this easy, is I'm gonna take this building material crate, put it there. Look, now stuff's filtering in. And now I can use my other building material crate to move this stuff. And I'll switch it all out when I'm done. Yeah, I could explain what's going on with the other site that's recently made a kind of controversial update, but and I know at least one of my viewers will know what I'm talking about, but I kind of don't want to get on their case for it because it's a really good game otherwise, and they just did this one thing, and they're listening to player feedback, so hopefully it'll be adjusted to be better. But until then, I've got a couple of things to be salty about. I'm gonna need that. And I'm going to need this and that. I'm gonna need all that later. So that's all building stuff. That's gonna take a while to empty. And in the meantime, I'm going to take out my miscellaneous and tools stuff, empty the rest of this chest. Thank you, advancements. That's useful information. And just fill this one right up. Oh, I don't actually. So there's my map. I'm not even going to need my map in the new world because it's a map of this world. Let's see. My travel bed, saplings, a few torches, a few sticks, arrows. And tools will be all this stuff and the water bucket, because why not? It counts. And minecart. So I'm going to pick these up and move on. I'm also going to put these two things away. Now, on to the next thing. So when I'm done moving house here, I will be using, I believe I talked about this a little bit in the last episode. I'll be using this program called MCEdit to basically copy the chests out of this world and paste them in another, and I'll be doing that as soon as I load up whatever this future world is going to be. So it's kind of like turning on the bonus chest option at the start of the game, except like turning on the bonus chest option at the beginning of the game, except with, instead of one chest of random like wood bits. I'm getting 6 double chests full of all the important stuff from this world, including these trees, I think. Just because I grew these specifically to cut down, so I'm going to cut them down and add that. And I'm recording this whole process because why not, right? You know, we're here. It's an important thing. Oh yeah, I gave myself this axe too that's called Shelf Mover so that I can pick up those bookshelves. And all this stuff. Whoops, not the cobblestone. That goes somewhere else. Alright, bricks don't need to go in there. Actually, I still need that. Also, apparently lapis blocks look too much like shulker boxes. Whoops. That's my tools. Enchanting table counts as a... No, I'm putting enchanting table in here with the, fragile items. Oh, good. I'd forgotten, like, is this like an ender chest where you can't pick it up? But it's not. It's fine. It's easy. Brewing stands have a weird hitbox. And this cauldron got all of 0 uses. So that, no, I need the hopper. This and that will also go in there. And I think that's it for this shulker box. This stuff is gonna go in the building boxes, both of which are up over there, apparently. Yeah, no, I did not carry one with me for some reason. So I'm gonna go fill up the food box with the contents of the chest out here and the rest of my farm. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit quiet. This takes more focus than I would have expected it to, honestly. Just transferring items from here to there. I believe my other saplings are in miscellaneous, so let's not put the saplings in there. As is like 1 pumpkin. So again, gonna leave that out. Put the toolbox down. And, you know, in case you're worried about me ripping up the stuff that I just built, I just not to worry. I'm keeping a backup of this world, just in case something changes. Just in case something changes between now and the official 1.13 release, where I can actually transfer this world into 1.13, which I do hope is the case. But at this point, I'm not holding my breath over it because they're all the way into the pre-releases now. So, honestly, like, I don't know. I don't really... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. So, I'm not really expecting them to allow customized worlds again. Like, maybe they'll add something similar to the customization options to the buffet thing. I'm hoping they do, because it's cool being able to customize your worlds. But until I know for sure, I'll have this version, which is the gutted version, and then a backup version, just in case I didn't need to gut it after all. Or in case I want to, you know, reminisce on what I've done in this world, which isn't, like, that much, but, I mean, I made a nice little place for myself, and it would have been nice to have, it would have been nice to have, to continue using this world. But, you know, sometimes this kind of thing happens. and there's not always a whole lot you can do about it. So I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to sort out this chest. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to sort out. Let's see. I have... I'll move the sugar cane now, because that's food. I'll move the fish, because that's food. My miscellaneous box is upstairs. So I'll move the food, tools, and rare items now. You like the, you like this? The fragile box? Cause I'm moving my valuables. I put a fragile stamp on the box. Yeah, it's probably not that funny. I thought it was funny. Gotta amuse myself how I can with this stuff. I'm gonna just dump one of these stacks of seeds. I do not need. I'm not gonna need that many. I can literally start a world with like two seeds. So I believe that is all my food items. So I'm gonna pick that up. Officially just dump this stuff into a corner. I'm gonna pick this up. And I'm gonna pick this up. This stuff... Oop, I missed a bow. I'll come back for the redstone and the... No, I'll grab the pistons now. I also did not put the sugar cane in the food box. The redstone... The redstone repeaters are gonna have to go in and torches are gonna have to go in miscellaneous because the fragile box is full. I never did get this door working because I never got slimes. So this is also a bit of an interesting look back on all the things that I was planning on doing and never got done. Like, ooh, it's turning nighttime. I should probably turn my difficulty to peaceful, otherwise at some point I'm gonna get distracted and get blown up or something. I don't know. Anyway, let me dump some of these boxes. Let's see. Whoops. I need that. Grab that. That's my miscellaneous box. This will be... What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Looking at me? You're wondering what I'm doing? Hoppers. And... bada boom. Nope. I'm glad I already had hoppers, so I don't need to give those to myself. So this will be my tools. Oh, I know what I was going to give myself. What else I was going to give myself before starting this video? I was going to give myself. Some signs, so I could label the chests, and then bring those signs with me so I know what's what. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that last. And I only have 3 hoppers, and that box is full. This box has everything it will... No, it doesn't. I have some nether stuff up by the portal. I think one of the more unfortunate things about moving out is going to be the nether. Is it just me, or is there more here? More nether here than when I first used the portal? I'm sure it's nothing. Anyway, we had a nether there was another fortress, like, really close to to the portal point, and I really doubt. Geez, this is a lot. When did this happen? This is when I was going in and out fighting the pigmen for gold? I mean, that's all I can think of. Is like whenever I went in, some of the nether came out. And just every time I went off to fight pigmen, a little more nether came through. Interesting. Well, I'm picking up all of it because nether stuff is useful to have. And I don't like being in the nether. I like being in the I like doing a minimum amount of work in the nether. Not just because it's like literal hell and it's dangerous, but also because it's despite having like really wide open spaces, it's a little claustrophobic. Darn it. Oh, this is gonna take forever. It's a little claustrophobic in the nether. And the danger part, the danger part doesn't help that feeling any. As you may have noticed, I like my open air builds. I like my open air builds a lot. And so I like my open air spaces a lot. And being in the nether is kind of the antithesis to all that. Even the wide open spaces are still completely enclosed. So so yeah, it's also like all one color and just meh. Anyway, like, yeah, I'll probably, but that's, you know, there was a pretty close nether portal. I was gonna just build a tunnel, like, through the wall to it. Nether fortress. I said portal, didn't I? Nether fortress. There was another fortress nearby, and I just don't think I just kind of doubt I'll get as lucky with another fortress location as I did here. Oh, if you're wondering what that thing in the sky is, I got tired of snow collecting on the nether portal because it wasn't spooky enough, so I went into creative mode and set up and just flew up there and just put a layer of glass above it so that all the snow fell on the glass and not on the portal. I think snow should melt off of nether portals and not stay. I mean, they give off light. Like, why does it have snow on it if they give off light? It's supposed to be a spooky portal to hell, and then it's just got this white Christmas vibe, and I was just not about that. Maybe I should have given myself a efficiency 5 pickaxe to pick up this obsidian. I didn't think about doing that. By the time I finish this one, at least one shulker box might be empty, and I can pick it back up again. So I'll be, So yeah, this will be. It's already taken 23 minutes, and I'm sure this hasn't been the most interesting episode, especially since I think I've been saying "so yeah" a lot. But this is the episode. I wanted to show you the entire moving process, so that you kind of know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and so that I can tell you why I'm just that little bit salty. It's not like I'm still super excited about the aquatic update, and really that's the glass. I'm gonna tear up the glass roof after I grab those bookshelves and actually, no, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to tear up the bookshelves, and then I'm going to tear off the roof, Because glass is obnoxious as all heck to actually... Glass is obnoxious to get, and it bothers me that glass is technically non-renewable. Although, I mean, if you find a desert, that's an infinite source right there, or like a warm ocean. But it's still technically a non-renewable resource. It bothers me, and it's hard to get, hard to place. I want this glass. So I'm gonna pick it up. This episode may end up being a little longer than usual. I thought it was gonna end up being a short one, but it's gonna be long. 'Cause I'm picking up everything. I'm moving out. Gonna go off and seek my fortune in a world with an interesting ocean. As I was saying before I interrupted myself with the glass, I am still super excited about the aquatic update. I want to explore the oceans, I want to see the new features and stuff. And honestly, that excitement is the main reason I'm doing this. Instead of just staying on 1.12 forever or something. Well, I always like new stuff that I always like when Minecraft adds new stuff. It's always exciting. Almost always exciting. There have been a couple really minor ones that have been that I've been pretty neutral about. But it's always exciting. It's always exciting when new stuff is added, and I always want to try out the new stuff, and that's kind of the point of this series. Even though I haven't actually gotten the chance to try out much of the new stuff in this world yet. Like, I've still gotten a fair bit farther in this world than I ever have in previous worlds. I shouldn't have put away my travel bed. It'd be easier than always running. It's I lost my train of thought in the middle of the sentence. I am so sorry. I'm like, I'm trying so hard to learn how to speak more professionally in these videos, and then I go and lose my train of thought in the middle of a sentence. Oh boy. Oh, I think I was trying to think of actual, like, new things that I've actually gotten a chance to experience in this particular Minecraft world, and there aren't really that many. Like, I guess the new flowers, which I haven't really used much. I've just enjoyed their existence. And that's that's a feature from way back in 1.8. Colored beds. Colored beds was colored beds are a new thing for me. The whole point of this series was to get to the end. Ooh, that's the wrong tool. It was to get to the end and get elytra and get legit shulker boxes, and that hasn't happened yet. But hopefully with all this, this moving day stuff, hopefully moving out somewhere instead of starting all over will really help and make it feel less like I'm starting from scratch and more like, I might actually get somewhere in a Minecraft world someday. Not that I haven't gotten anywhere in this world. I mean, I've got a nice house, I've got a farm, I've got a mob farm, which, by the way, I'm also going to be copying and moving to the new world. But that I will not put down as soon as I load up the world. I'm going to wait until I've settled in a bit and found a good spot for the mob farm. Did I mention last episode about the idea of putting the mob farm in a desert next time? I think I did. But I think I did, but in case you've forgotten, like I apparently have, I may be putting the mob farm in a desert on the next world instead of in an ocean. I'll be copying the lowest layer of water um, along with the rest of the farm, just so that I can do that and not have to worry over much about spawning mobs in the shade of it when I'm not up in the AFK spot. The reason deserts are good for mob farms is because most of the zombies that spawn in the desert spawn as husks, and husks can only spawn in areas that are open to the sky, which of course a mob farm isn't, because otherwise it wouldn't work during the day. So if you don't have if most of your zombies are spawning as husks, and husks can't spawn and husks can't spawn in your mob farm, then your mob farm instantly gets way fewer zombies, and therefore way less rotten flesh. Rotten flesh, honestly, I mean, who uses? I mean, like, it's good for like feeding your dog, if you get a dog, which I will do eventually. And I want to eventually get like all the pets. But like, it's not really necessary. I mean, did you see the amount of steak I've dumped into the food chest? That's all just from trying to get enough leather for the bookshelves for the enchanting corner. By the way, that's what all that steak is from. Did you see all that steak? I'm not gonna need rotten flesh to feed any future dogs. Any future dogs that I might one day tame. So having fewer zombies means more of the good stuff. But that'll all depend on what the new world looks like and what I feel like doing. And that's all gonna come later. And I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched. I'm not even sure that it's possible to use MCEdit, the program I'm using to move this stuff. I'm not even 100% sure it's going to work on 1.13. It hasn't worked on any of the snapshots or pre-releases so far, but as I've mentioned, these snapshots and pre-releases are extremely, extremely buggy. Pre-release, like Minecraft barely loads a 1.13 pre-release world for me. I can't expect a version of MCEdit that was intended for like Minecraft 1.7 to load these worlds. I don't know why they're so laggy and buggy, but they are, and so I haven't been able to really test whether this whole crazy scheme is going to work. I haven't really been able to fully test whether this whole crazy scheme is even going to work. But if it doesn't, probably what I'll end up doing is I'll literally like everything's in one place, and everything will be in one place in those chests when I'm done here. So what I'll probably do is just literally go through the chests, take screenshots of the chests, and just give myself items the good old vanilla way when I get there, and rebuild the mob farm in creative, take screenshots of the mob farm chests too, and so that I can do the same thing without MCEdit having to actually function. Oh darn it, this is not my one-shot axe. Ha! There we go. Cows are tough cookies in this game, by the way. They're like, I don't know, I think they've got not necessarily more health than other mobs, but like some they've actually got like an armor value. It's like zombies do. Zombies have a little bit of an armor value, so you can't just okay, these are now basically full. Should I pick up those pumpkins? I'm not gonna pick up those pumpkins. I can grow more pumpkins. I barely use pumpkins anyway. I can grow more pumpkins, make more jack-o'-lanterns, all that stuff. But I believe cows and zombies have a slight armor value to them. So they don't have more health than, say, other farm animals might. But they do... But what they do have is just that little bit of resistance. I might have to make a second chest into a building materials chest. Huh. And tools have gone in here. I'm pretty sure I'm done with that shulker box. And no, I'm not taking the shulker boxes with me. They are purely for moving purposes. In fact, since I've grabbed all the tools I need to grab, I'm going to throw this shulker box on the ground right now. How much stuff is in this chest? I'm going to put my nether stuff in this chest. There. And while those are all emptying, do I have anything else to do? To put places? Oh, that didn't have much in it. Okay. I think I've gotten pretty much everything. Yeah, that one's empty now. I killed the cows. I stripped the farm. I don't need to worry about the chests in the mob farm. I don't need to worry about the chests in the mob farm because they're gonna be traveling with the farm. I stripped the nether stuff. This is actually gonna go with the valuables because that's where the rest of my obsidian is. I got all the valuables. I need to transfer the food still. And that'll... Sorry. This is a long episode. And as I have said before, I'm not necessarily accustomed to long episodes. And the miscellaneous box, that's empty. So I'll throw that into the graveyard too. Looks like I'm gonna need to sleep again soon, or I will end up in the graveyard. I'm gonna wait for that to just completely stop. I'm also going to put a workbench into... Oh, I already have a couple. Good. So I'm gonna go sleep the night away and make one final check to make sure everything's been picked up. I broke Oh, there's still one more chest. There's still one more double chest left to pick up. And that's why I need the materials, the building materials box, the crate still. That's still emptying. I'll grab the other one, which I believe I threw out over here. Yes, I did. I'm gonna pick up all the other ones too. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, yeah, there's one more chest in my storage area that I completely forgot about that has, like, all my cobblestone and all that, and, like, andesite and all that crazy goodness. Oh, and I still need to finish up this chest, which means I need the miscellaneous box. This is all... I don't know what possessed me to do an uncut moving day episode because clearly I'm a bit scatterbrained and probably could have used some cuts while I'm running back and forth getting the right boxes for this and that. But here we are doing an uncut episode. But I'm sorry it's so long, but I promise I'm almost finished. I just need to clean out these last two chests in my storage room. I'm just gonna put this down, that down, and just pop this off the wall and dump everything. And there's not enough space. Look, I'm chucking that one gravel. I do not need that. I'm gonna just do that to fill up the miscellany chest. Oh, I've got more. What in the world? Oh, man. I'm going... So, instead of a New Year's resolution, I'm going to have a New World resolution. Be more organized. 'Cause look at this junk. Look at the amount of useful building blocks I had in a random chest in my storage room. Not even particularly findable. Look, there's even more. Dump the leather. The shield's technically a tool, but sure, fine. That can go in there. Redstone, coal. Oh boy. I'm gonna leave that out so I can add it to where it needs to be. Separately. I'm gonna pick that up. And that's all my chests. That's all of them. I still need to put the stuff away in the respective chests that it needs to go in. This guy's full up. Oops. That's my miscellaneous. Where'd the hopper go? Let's let that fill up. That's my valuables, so let's put the redstone and coal in there. Put the shield in with the tools. Pick this up. Dump the nether box. Food is still filtering in. Gonna stick some raw beef on the end. This will be my other materials, my other building blocks chest. One of these has stuff in it, the other does not. Oh, they both have stuff in them. Right. Right, they do. And I'm going to fill them up. And these blocks. So this one's full. I'm gonna game mode myself for just a moment while my stuff is emptying. I need to take a breather. This has been a lot of running. You wouldn't expect that to tire me out as much as it has, but here we are. So, this is building blocks. This is miscellaneous. I'm going to use the same fragile joke. Probably wasn't very funny to begin with. Tools. Nether. Food. Farmables, since we've got pumpkins and stuff in there. Building blocks. I still need to chop down the acacia and the spruce trees. Should I do that? I don't think I need to do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave those trees there. Let them live their lives in an abandoned world. Oh, that chicken startled me. Okay, that's empty now. I'll clear that out of the chest in a sec. That's... frick. That's not where that's supposed to go. Come back. Oh, I'm in creative mode, so it's duplicating. Okay, back into survival mode. That goes there. That's empty. Dump the hopper. Dump the hopper. Throw out the food chests. And now I'm being a little more calm and quiet and reserved and trying not to let my salt get the better of me. Because now it's time for a more solemn moment in the graveyard. Because one more grave needs to be made. What is this size? 5 by 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's time for one last addition to the graveyard. It doesn't fit in that spot. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's try this again. Let's put it over here. No one says graveyards have to be neat. In fact, it's kind of appropriate that we've got a messier grave here. Why do I have all this stone? I don't know. I'm forgetting my own format. The sun's just starting to set. We'll dig a grave and make, whoops, and make a headstone. And with our last sign, rest in peace, customized worlds. Customized world, sure. Custom worlds. 'Cause it's all of them, not just this one that this grave is for. You shall be missed. Got our grave. There's nothing really to put in it. Besides, after all, the world itself can't fit in a box, in a 2x1 box. It can't even really fit in that 4x4 by whatever box that's over there. It's spread out over the whole world. And now it'll be gone. That's still filling up. I'll let it finish filling off camera. The next video will either happen when customized worlds are allowed back into the club, or when 1.13 comes out. Whichever comes first. If the first option ever comes at all. And with that said, as the sun sets, I will see you next time. Good night. 1.12.